What it do, what it is, it's your girl Taylor.
And Lex is here.
And we are back with another episode.
Episode 28 of Women's Intuition.
Yeah, we missed y'all last week.
We sure did. It's been a minute, I feel like.
Not too long, but every time we miss a week, I just feel like I miss y'all. And I just feel like y'all miss us too. Yeah. And, you know, that's just what it is. I'm going to believe it.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it. What you been up to?
What has been new? Nothing, bitch. Same old, same old. I think I finally settled in and adjusted to office life.
You threw me the fuck off today when I FaceTimed you.
And I was in the office.
Yeah, I guess because one day I went from, never being in the office. Then it came on like, I just go some days just to get them there. And so I just kind of thought you went like once a week still.
Today was my once a week.
Oh, okay.
Or today was not, let me not say once a week, but this is my day where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get up and go today. Okay. Because I definitely didn't go yesterday.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's what's up.
But what about you? What's been new? What's been up? I saw you this weekend.
Yes, I was about to say that's the problem with us taking so long in between recording because a lot has happened, bitch.
Yeah, I had a long weekend.
Not even this weekend. We went on another podcast.
You
completely forgot about that, right?
I forgot. Yeah.
So I don't know when that's dropping, but respect is due.
Yes.
Yeah. So that should be interesting.
It was different to be guests. Let me say that.
Yeah.
So
it was hard. I think a few times I caught myself like talking
trying to take over the show,
almost like arguing with this nigga. At one point, he wasn't saying what I wanted, and I looked over and was like, "Well, what do you think?" And somebody off camera was like, "Damn, bro, she just gonna dismiss you on your show." I said, "Bitch, watch yourself." And then I had a hard time looking at the camera, and then I was on shrooms. Were we on shrooms?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
it was
okay,
a wee thing.
So it was just, girl, I forgot. I woke up the next morning like, oh my God, I shouted out my brother, and I said I didn't fuck with him, and then everybody started yelling,
Mark. I remember that.
And then they did the applause. I was like, why the fuck would I do that?
I forgot that happened.
Bitch, I woke up like...
Did I start the chant?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
I was like, yeah, I don't fuck with my brother for real. Oh, my bad, Mark. He probably think we good. You said, nah, Mark. And everybody started screaming.
What is wrong with me? I'm so sorry.
I woke up like, why the fuck would I do that? I think I started off talking about abortion, heavy.
Probably.
In the beginning. And I was like, why the fuck would you come on someone's show talking about... They threw me off. So I thought, I already had like a blurb in my head ready. I thought he was going to ask like, how'd you guys meet? Like, so I had a little story.
Okay.
Well, I be watching podcasts. I was like doing my research.
Yeah, and when so you was kind of prepared.
When people have guests, they kind of be asking, what made y'all want to start a podcast? Bitch, I was ready. And we just got right into it. And I'm like, abortion. Like.
Suck a dick. I don't know what to do. What y'all want from me?
Threesomes. I was like chastising him for not wanting to have a threesome. What is wrong with? He didn't have to, Alexis.
Why was we judging him for not ever having a threesome? That was crazy.
I just came in hot. I was thrown off. The shrooms weren't helping, and I was nervous.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you are perfect for stuff like that, though. Like your personality, like you're very outgoing.
I mean, I agree, but I'm not gonna lie. It'd be cringe sometimes watching shit. Even this show, bitch. Yeah. I'll watch shit back, and I'm just like, this is so fucking cringy. Like, oh my fucking God. But other than that, yeah, we saw each other this weekend.
We got a new spot.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I want to tell
No, not yet, no.
Okay, all right. I ain't gonna tell y'all.
I thought about it too, no.
Yeah.
But y'all, we got a new spot.
Because it already be too late.
Bitch, too much. And that's just with the older crowd.
Yes.
I don't need y'all new motherfuckers coming in. And I'm gonna find me a little sugar daddy, bitch.
Yeah, because they be in there. Because I seen my damn daddy. And I was like, hold the fuck up. What the fuck is going on?
He off limits, though. But I'm gonna
the
find
fuck
one of his
up.
friends.
See,
I thought that was good. I said he's off limits.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I ain't know where you was going with that.
I'm protecting your boundaries. I respect it, bitch.
Yeah. It's on the east side, though. So
yeah. And then we pulled up to our friend's house. And I'm not going to lie, bitch. I don't know if you noticed. I was self-medicating like fuck that night because I was so anxious. Like,
is that what it was?
Yeah. You notice when someone walked in the door who I hadn't really been in space with, I'm like, we took the edible. I was like, yeah, Tay, let's take an edible. And then I was like, hey, Tay, you want to do some shrooms? I did a bean, the shot. I didn't say no to one. Usually I'm hiding shots. Bitch, I was self-medicating because I was just so anxious all night. So it was but it was fun. It ended up being fun. It was I almost had a story to tell.
You almost, bitch. Almost, y'all. It was 4:00 in the morning. This bitch was still lighting up hookah, fucking coals.
The bean was in full effect,
I'm like,
bitch.
No more coals, bitch. It's time to go home.
Ty tried to give me some ice cream, and it was too, like, you're not hungry when you really, like, are rolling. So I tried to eat it. I was like, it's too much, Ty. I didn't mean to say the name. But it's too much. Put it back. Like, it was a lot, but it was fun. It was fun. Other than that, y'all, I'm just, ready to start a new chapter of my life. Yep. I said it here for the 10th time. I mean it.
28th.
I mean it.
How many episodes we on?
The 33rd time's a charm.
Yeah.
So that's what I heard. That's what they say. Yeah. So whatever.
Okay.
But let's do intuition.
Do I have an intuition? I don't know if I got an intuition this week. You go first. Maybe when you finish, I might think about one.
My intuition told me to stick to my guns when somebody was trying to serve me dick on a very consistent platter the other night. Yeah. Yeah, Taylor was there.
Why you always gotta put me in the room? Like,
were you not?
I mean, yes, but I didn't want to be in this.
But no, my intuition was like, I mean, it could be a great way to get out of your little funk. It could be fun. It might be fun. But I said, something's telling me that even though this is a great idea right now, how is it gonna go in the future, bitch? What, you gonna like this nigga? You gonna like this nigga? Like, you gonna want a good morning text if he fuck you tonight? Is that? I feel like that's valid.
That's valid for you.
The fuck, like, so my intuition, I stayed strong. Okay. And I listened to it for once. So yeah.
You know what? I do have an intuition, and my intuition told me that I had to mute one of my friends. So going into the next topic,
it's probably me.
The first topic, is it okay to mute your friends on Instagram or like Twitter?
I hate how this is phrased, because is it okay? I mean, I feel like we all do it sometimes. Well, mute, yeah, we all do it sometimes.
Because I feel like unfollow is like I still fuck with you. That's kind of rude. Yeah. But I feel like just what you doing right now, it's just too much.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see it.
I have people muted.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
people or friends, because it's the difference.
Friends that used to be friends.
Okay, I'm talking about friends that's still friends.
That's still friends?
Like, y'all are genuinely still friends. You just really not fucking what they've been posting.
It's okay. They just don't need to know. Like, no one ever needs to know for it to be a question.
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
Will they think it's okay? Will they be offended? Probably. I think that would be an awkward as fuck conversation to have, but that's why you just don't have it.
Yeah.
Communication is not key in this.
All the time.
No.
Yeah. I feel like that's one of those conversations. I always talk about being too truthful, but I would never just be like, bitch, I had to unmute you. I had to mute you. Like, but I had to mute my friend.
Damn.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
Okay. I am curious though, with not being detailed at all, what's the type of thing that would make you mute somebody?
It was like sexual stuff, like just like inappropriate. Like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
You know, like you and your significant other on there, like damn near fucking. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't.
See, that'd be hard. So to go with muting friends, I hide my stories from certain people when I post certain things.
I feel like that's responsible.
I feel like, or I'll have to remove people in my close friends when I post certain things, because certain friends. So my friends are cool with how I am.
Friends.
Yeah, my friends are cool with how I am. But some of them don't necessarily. Like, Nicole done told me, girl, take me out of this.
Yeah, and that's
while other people
real.
are like, damn, bitch, that, like, fuck yeah. Like,
see, I'm not that, but I'm not. You don't have to remove me.
That's good to know. See, because I would have thought, like, Tay don't want to see this.
But you don't be doing
Stacia don't want to see this. Like,
you be doing a lot. I ain't gonna lie, but you don't be doing like the extreme.
Yeah.
So I can kind of tolerate.
I put that nigga eating my pussy on my close friends before.
See, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I don't think I think you did it on like Twitter or something.
And
you did it on Instagram?
On close friends.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not judging, but damn, bitch.
But I mean, the camera wasn't down here, it was up here. So you just saw, like, I thought it looked cute. My toes were down. My anklet was dangling. It was an A on my anklet.
You need OnlyFans if you're going to be doing shit like that.
I was like, damn, I miss my munch.
Okay. So it's okay to mute friends.
Yeah, it's okay to mute. Just don't tell them. No one needs to know. Even hiding your story. Hiding your story, sometimes you forget to unhide it.
That's
and it's
true.
like, oh, this is awkward.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, but yeah.
I had to hide my story from like I don't mean to go off topic. Y'all, my fucking coworker found my fucking podcast, our podcast.
Did she say how?
She walked up to me. I was, it was quiet in the office. I'm chilling. She walked by. She like, we do a little wave. And then she was like, girl, wait. And I'm like, what's wrong? She was like, I found your podcast. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Quiet down. Like, let's not be too loud. But I was I'm like, how did you find it? Like,
what she said was it an
ad? She was
just
like, it just popped up. She was like, she was looking, and she was like, I'm looking like, is this Taylor? Girl, she was like, I sent it to such and such and such. I'm like, in the office.
I need to see them follow count go up.
What? She was like, girl, it's okay. Y'all so fun. Like, she was hyping us up, though. But I'm like, bitch, this was like the worst thing that I thought would ever happen, that somebody from my job would find our podcast.
Yeah.
But she was fucking with it. She was like, I sent it to my homegirls and told them to follow y'all. So respect. But yeah, I just had to.
That was very... We're still at 140. We should be at 145 now after that, bitch. So
that was very, yeah. Okay. Yes. Let's get into the next topic.
Okay, so I want to talk about fighting temptations. I kind of alluded to it with my intuition, with the turning down some dick. But that, for me, that was fighting a temptation.
Turn down some dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so fighting temptations, man. Like, I feel like it's not hard for you. I think it's like...
I think, yeah, it's not hard. I mean, have I been in a situation where I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so tempted? I don't know.
I don't like even...
And I have very strong boundaries too.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know if I ever put myself in a situation where like I had to kind of fight temptation.
Or like even like you go on a date with a nigga, you swear you wasn't gonna fuck him or something, but the vibe's going good, so you're tempted to, but you're like, no, I left the house with no intention to fuck tonight. I'm not giving in to temptation. I don't give a fuck. How good he look driving right now. My feet in his lap.
That's never happened to me, but I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen to me.
Okay.
You know, so I can't really say, but I've never really just been in a situation where I've just like about to faint. Because temptation is like about to whoop my ass.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah. What about for you?
Yeah, it'd be hard for me. But more so it's never that hard from like strangers or somebody. I've never had. I've literally, as freaky and nasty as I am, I think people think that means like I'm always like DTF or I'm always fucking.
Yeah.
But the stuff that I like to do and the stuff that y'all call me a freak for is not no shit that I'm just doing with somebody on a whim. Like I'm not just fucking toes and fucking letting random motherfuckers spit in my mouth. It's niggas that I've been fucking with for like years and years, and we be doing some freaky ass shit. Like I'm not, so I think fighting temptations really is only hard when it's somebody that like I already have that rapport with, or we've built like this chemistry to where it's like, and now this is gonna sound bad, but like, oh, okay, like I know he has a girl.
Yeah.
But, to me, and sometimes that can be exhilarating. Is this a safe space? It's exhilarating doing something that you're not supposed to do, something that's like forbidden. So only in those times do I have a really hard time fighting temptation, where it's like, bitch, you shouldn't do this, but like
the thrill.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I'm a grown up. Who gonna stop me? But like fighting temptations really only be like easy for me when it's like I'm not somebody that I barely have a connection with, like, girl. No. So yeah, damn, I thought it'd be a longer conversation. I thought you were going to give me a couple times. You might have fought some.
I would say probably the roughest time I had was when I was with oh boy, and we wasn't like physically together. He was away.
Oh.
So that was probably the most temptation I ever like experienced.
Okay.
But I never like acted on it.
Yeah.
So... Yeah.
Okay, I feel it. I respect it.
All right. Well, speaking of fighting temptations, fighting your instincts, and not breaking up with someone, what are signs that you shouldn't be with someone?
Okay, let me think of one. I would say, I kind of talked about this last time, if you have to keep bringing up a situation that you said you moved past, or you guys were trying to move past, you should probably just go. You should probably just, because you're not going to be able to move past this. So just get out of there. I struggle with that. I struggle with that heavy. Yeah,
I definitely feel like not being able to forgive somebody is a number one thing, like not moving on from someone or wanting to break up. Another one that I would probably say is like, once y'all never on the same page, it's not given.
What you mean?
Like ever on the same page. Like y'all kind of bicker about every single thing. To me, to some people, they like that bickering. You know, I don't. Like once it becomes like a back and forth with every little incident, like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna do this, and it's like, well, damn, why you got to do that? And it's just like always an argument. It's time to break up because we not vibing. You know, like I don't bicker with my friends. I don't be wanting to bicker with you.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
What's another sign?
I would say communication. Like once the communication like kind of, and it could be different instances. Like it could be things that it's time for you to let go of a situationship or a relationship. I feel like with communication, once for the situationship, it's time to dead it.
Yeah.
Relationship may be something you can kind of work on, you know, depending on how long y'all been together. But for me, 9 times out of 10, if like the communication is just like not there, it's giving like, it's not worth it to you no more.
Yeah. Also, I tend to when I'm at the end of like, 'cause, you know, I will outstay my welcome in a relationship. We just hate each other and we just still in it. But usually towards the end, everything he does annoys me, and then it feels like everything I do annoys him. Like this nigga's getting mad at me over like the smallest shit, and it's like,
I'm irritating you, huh?
Like, you just don't like me anymore.
Yeah,
like,
dead ass.
Same with me. Like, the way this nigga eating is pissing me off. The way he...
breathing, brush his hair, brush his teeth.
Everything.
I don't like the way your arm's set up like that.
Exactly. Like it's just like, you just stop liking each other. You really get kind of disgusted with this person. And that happens to me all the time. So, yeah, definitely.
I say also, like, if he no longer talking about, like, future plans, it's... time to dead that shit. Like, you know, it could go from at one time y'all was talking about the future and then gradually it's like not really in the conversation. It's like, yeah, it's not really going nowhere.
That was a really good one. Yeah. Definitely. If you walk in on him with a dildo, maybe you should go. Are
you speaking from experience?
I am.
Okay. You want to talk about it?
Another day.
Okay.
I'm already doing a lot right now. I'm trying to fast and shit in June.
Fasting?
We just talked about it. I'm giving that nigga up. Like, I'm telling you.
Can you not make it seem like he was the one?
What you mean?
Okay.
Make it seem like he was the one
with the dildo.
Oh, no.
Because I feel like that's how you just kind of like...
No. My ex I caught with the dildo. New nigga. Old nigga.
Not the last nigga.
Yeah, not
the most recent.
Yeah, not him.
Okay.
But yeah, girl. Okay, so let's see. Speaking of ick, new batch of icks. We talk about icks a lot on here, and sometimes we add some. Sometimes some done fell off. But we haven't talked about icks in season 2. I feel like, and if we have, y'all just gonna hear it again. Okay.
Look, we got time because I got a list. No, I'm playing.
No, I do. So y'all know I had like a little 2-week stint where I re-downloaded Hinge. And remember I told y'all the story about the nigga that was blowing me the fuck up when I was at happy hour? I deleted it 2 days after that. So I was like, you know what, this isn't working. But while I was on there, bitch, I started compiling a list of things that I just didn't know wasn't ick. The first one is too much personality.
Off back?
That blurb. I'm like, this is a lot of emojis, exclamation points. Why are you being so clever? Like, nigga, what the fuck? Why am I reading a riddle? Is this a poem? Like... You seem smart as hell, and you're really creative. Like, cool for that, but it was just too much for me off the bat. I said, swipe. Like, nigga looked good, too, but I said, you seem annoying.
You're doing too much.
Swipe. Too much personality. The next one, there was this one nigga, he was using a lot of filters. Like, Facetune, bitch. Like, I think I got the screenshot.
I want to see.
I was like, why does your face look like a cartoon right now? And then I'm like, damn, is that sexist for me? Like, do I feel like filters are just for the hoes?
No, it's not sexist. I just feel like...
Is that not giving super
That's bad.
I was like, what the fuck? No, like, Facetuned, like, have you seen, like, Big Ange? How she posts on her Instagram and she looks like she's 20 years old, but you see her in person and she's like, that was him. Like, he airbrushed the fuck out of it. Please look at this closer. Look at this closer.
That's crazy. I see it like a cartoon.
Bitch, I'm like, and then the caption says low key flex. What is the flex? Like, what? So I'm like, damn, I guess I don't like when niggas use filters, and I'll use the fuck out of a filter. But I'm like, shit, like, you know. Another one, the blowing up my phone.
I think that's the ick for anybody.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, a couple niggas done did that, and I was like, look at this nigga.
Blowing it up like that, though. That
I didn't know him like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
that's the ick.
Another one, too friendly with the waitress. You know what people say, a good sign that you like somebody is how they treat service people. They're nice to the people waiting on them. I totally agree. Some niggas, though, are way too friendly. Like, they're doing the fucking most demon dick / CH. Bitch. I used to hate going out with him. To this day, sometimes now that we're friends, he'll be like, let's go get a drink. And I'm like, cool. Actually, I think I wouldn't care now. We should try it again. But, like, even when we was kind of, like, weaning off of our little situation, we would go out. He calls every waitress love. Oh, thanks, baby. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh, am I tripping? He's like, oh, I'm just being nice. Like, girl, and he just had a way of talking to, I'll be right there. And I know he just met her. Like, but he had a way of talking to the waitress and making conversation to where it seemed like they had some inside joke. Like, I was impeding on them.
Yeah, like
I'm the third
wheel, yeah.
And I'm like, do you know this bitch? And by the end, she's like, you gotta come back. Like, I'm just like, how are y'all that cool? Like, I don't know. Is that crazy of me? Is that an insecurity? Okay.
That's not, I mean, I ain't gonna say it's an insecurity, but it is kind of weird. But
if you went on a date and a nigga kept calling your waitress love,
to older niggas' defense, they talk like that. Some niggas, okay.
He might,
because like some niggas, they do be like, you know, they do talk like that for real.
But I still feel like if you got a bitch, it's one of those things. It's like even when I go out with my homeboy, like, you know the one, my one. You're one. But his birthday's coming up. Actually, he's having something.
June,
so
right?
Yeah, the 5th. Okay, but shout out to Chucky. It's my bestie. Okay, but even when I go out with him, like, he knows, like, I wish I would be sitting there and, like, people don't know if we're together or not, but then you over here being super flirty with another bitch in front of my, like, it looks to the outside world like you're being disrespectful to me. I feel like I gotta jump in and be like, I'm just his friend. He's not this bold disrespecting me.
I'm different when I be with my homeboys because I be like, bitch, come get him. Like, I be trying to be like, who you trying to pull? Like, this not my nigga. I be making sure, like, don't sit too close to me.
Not that one. And maybe it's because we did have sex that one time in 2018. But
I think that might be what it is.
Yeah, but the thing is, since then we haven't kissed, we haven't done anything at all.
But I think it's still part of endearment in y'all friendship. Yeah. You know, where it's just like, he know not to try me.
And he's also the nigga that I go to when I need to make my other nigga jealous. And he's cool with it. Like, on some, like, you know, old boy that I was sprung up on. He was kind of short. He had dreads, but they weren't long. And, you know, my best friend, nigga about 6-something, dreads long as fuck. Nigga kind of look like Future. I'll be like, come get in this picture with me real quick, friend. And that shit worked like a charm. So I guess it's because I'd be like, maybe because I'd be kind of blurring the line with him a little bit. I don't really,
for sure.
Yeah, but
I'm not doing that. But I'm trying to think of some icks. Y'all know I don't like unwarranted text messages or dick pics. That's an ick for me. Like, especially random. Like, if
so when you say text messages, you mean sexual?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Especially if it's like a weekend.
Was just thinking about you. You like, ugh.
Oh no. Okay. But that's definitely an ick.
Okay.
What else? You don't take care of your kids. Ugh. Don't like it. What else? Let's see.
Oh, I know you got plenty, bitch.
You didn't give me time to really think, because, bitch, I would have had a list like you, but...
I know what you don't like. You don't like...
She gonna speak for me on my behalf.
Taylor doesn't like if you seem like you're gay. I don't know.
She lying.
If you go like this.
Sound homophobic.
No, she's not homophobic. I'm saying for her not to want to fuck on, you know?
I mean, I think any girl wouldn't want nobody that...
I'm okay with a little... Not a lot, like, you don't gotta be flamboyant.
But, like, you know, most women are not about to just be like, oh, he kind of look gay, but then be like, I'll fuck with him.
That's true. That's why I said it. People will relate to that. Yeah. Like, that's not a far off thing. You know?
That's definitely
So I should say someone that is masculine, that has masculine energy, like a dominant leader type energy. You don't, like, I don't know. That was
submissive?
Ugh. Yeah. You know me, basically. I play a little nerd. I play a little, you know.
I like a nerd.
Okay.
A nerd is not. That's not equivalent to you being submissive.
I'm more dominant than the nerds I be fucking with. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I feel it.
Okay.
All right, let's get into our segment. Wild or wild not? 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 Okay, wild or wild not? My mom clapped so loud for me that I never noticed who didn't clap.
That was a wholesome one.
That was wholesome.
That was wholesome. And I agree, wild not.
Wild.
Not
yeah.
wild. Not wild.
Wild not.
I agree.
Yeah, because, I mean, you know, I do feel like esteem should come from within. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna lie, like, my mama, she made sure, like, fuck what other people think, you know? Like, she cheered me on from as long as I can remember. My mama was the one always there for me anytime anything happened. Not saying nobody else was there for me, but she gave me so much confidence that I really don't care. It's crazy because we talked about this last week. Remember, like, do you care about outside opinion? And I feel like that's the reason why I really don't care about what other people think. Because I'm like, I know who I am. You know, like, I don't need y'all's approval. So...
That's great. So I agree. I also would say that's not wild because my mom clapped so loud, but I don't think it took, I mean, of course it had some to do with my self-esteem, but not as much as it always made. I've always said, like, when it comes to, like, I've been in fights and stuff before, like in college and, you know, like with y'all and stuff like that. And it'd be certain situations that I don't mind getting in as long as I know that my mom, like, if my mom's okay with it and I have to go to jail for a couple weeks, at the end of the day, as long as my mom isn't pissed at me, it's like, I'm good. Like, as long as my mom supports me or I know I have my mom's blessing in something, then I have no problem getting backlash for it or, like, you know, facing the consequences because I know my mom has got me. And I think that's where her always clapping and being the loudest. I'm like, look, if my mom was okay, that's why I'm the way I am. I promise y'all, my mom knows exactly who I am. I don't filter myself in front of my mom. My mom could watch this podcast and she would be like, that girl, too much. But my mama knows it. I got half of this shit from my mom. My mom is also very inappropriate at times. So, like, you know, I'd be like, I don't care about being perceived how I am because, like, my mom's cool with it. Like, she's not embarrassed. So,
yeah.
That's, shout out to our mom.
Yeah, I always say my mama know her kids from, like, the back of her hand. Like, I don't gotta change nothing, like, no filter when I'm with my mama. She know exactly who her child is. So.
Exactly. Yeah. I love that.
Mel and Micah.
Yeah, and Micah. Okay, so, I know what I put right there, but I'm like, hold on. I wanted to read this too. No, okay, we'll do the segment. Okay, y'all, so I haven't done Reddit in a while, and it's basically, y'all know, I love the forum Reddit. It was founded by Alexis Ohanian, which is Serena Williams' husband, which is why he's so fucking rich. But, sir, I love your fucking platform. So we have a segment called Set It, and it's where we kind of talk about some of the stuff that we see on Reddit. And let me actually, I'm doing all this talking, y'all, so I can, like, find it. My bad. Okay, so this one is called, so the forum that it's on is called Off My Chest. So it's where people just put stuff that they need to get off their chest. So the title is Today I Gave Up Sex with My Wife. I gave up on sex with my wife. So this is my version of a story told many times before. I, a 27-year-old male, am going to stop initiating sex with my wife, who's 25, because she never initiates. When we do have sex, it's only because I asked, and there is nothing sexy about it. All of my sweet talk, subtle gestures, etc. get me nowhere. I absolutely understand that sex is not the end-all, be-all. We are extremely compatible, and she is my best friend. I've heard the phrase, my partner feels more like a roommate, and that has helped me to understand what I am feeling. She's expressed before that sex doesn't hold the same value that I believe it does, which hurt to hear, but I have to respect it. Before you comment, talk to her. I can assure you I have. We have this discussion about every 6 months where I admit that I am sexually frustrated and want to talk about this in a neutral environment. Normally, the conversation ends with her crying, and I apologize, or she says she'll be open to initiating, which never happens. I'm ashamed to bring this to Reddit, but I need an opinion. I love her so much, and I'm hurting. So he's decided he's not going to initiate sex with his wife anymore. What do you...
I'm sorry, did it say why?
Why, she doesn't want to have sex?
Yeah.
She just said it doesn't hold the same
value
as it does for him. So she, and I guess, you know, essentially probably feels like when he does ask, he's begging, you know. like, so he doesn't even want to initiate it. He wants, to feel wanted to, I guess.
And he want to know what should he do?
Yeah.
He gonna have to divorce her.
Oh, that's the only option, you think?
I mean, y'all can go to therapy. Y'all can go to counseling, but if, like, that's an area of pleasement. Like, if I'm not getting pleased in that area, you're not satisfying me in that aspect. You should be happy in all aspects of your marriage. Like, whether it's spiritually, mentally, physically, religious. Like, that's an aspect where she's not pleasing you.
Yeah.
I don't see it lasting that much longer.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree. I don't see it lasting. Looking at things, I usually like to look at things from the woman's point of view. She don't like you anymore. I've been there.
Yeah, and that too.
I've stayed in a situation where I wasn't even really attracted to this nigga anymore. I didn't even want him to touch me, but I loved hanging with him. We were great, like you said, roommates. But sexually, it just wasn't there for me. And so she's just either too comfortable right now to say it, and she doesn't want to mess up what she knows, or she don't got her ducks in a row and she has to stay there.
She plotting.
And she needs to start stacking up before she can go. Either way.
Yeah, it's not going to last.
Yeah, because even if she does start... Okay, no, give me your or.
It could be one of those, like, I don't know how old they are, but...
27. He's 27. She's 25.
Because if they were, like, in their, like, 60s or 50s, it's couples that are married. They don't have... Like, they have their own outside life. But... legally, for the paperwork and for the money and finances, they have all these investments, they have kids together, they stay married, so, but they too young to, I feel like, experience
she's 25,
that.
I was hot in the pants at
so
25.
It's like,
I was trying to
I ain't gonna lie, being married at 25.
Right.
Crazy.
And you already don't want to fuck. And then he's 27. Of course he wants to fuck.
Yeah,
like, y'all
that's
should
crazy.
be in honeymoon. Like, when did y'all get together? 12?
Y'all should be fucking like rabbits right now.
Yeah. And it don't even seem like y'all have kids. So you can't even say it's the kids. Like, y'all are 27 and 25 and already at the stage where
y'all not having sex.
Y'all are having sex.
Yeah.
Go before y'all 30 and 32.
And
like,
miss y'all soulmate. Yeah.
Or, I mean, hey. Get a side bitch.
Yeah, I mean that too, and that's what I said. Like, y'all stay married, but y'all have y'all own outside life. Yeah. If y'all, I don't know what investments y'all have
ready
together.
To go, eventually that's not gonna work out forever. Y'all eventually gonna get divorced, but in the meantime, get your little side bitch. And you know what? Don't let her stack up her paper. Get you a side bitch in the meantime. Give her some time to get her shit together. She can go, and it's really an amicable split. It don't gotta be beef. Go get your pussy and just let her. Yeah. Cause she wanna go. She don't like you no more. Yeah. She just she ain't trying to move out and pay rent on her own. She ain't.
It's hard out here.
Give her a minute, bro.
Let her get her shit together right quick.
Chill out. Really. Stop stressing her, nigga. Go
you doing too much,
get
bro.
A side
like,
bitch,
damn, rip off her dick.
Damn,
shit.
Come on.
God damn.
It's crazy. You the problem.
Like, it's definitely not her.
Right, at this point.
At this point. Okay, last topic. Biggest red flag you ignored. We all been there. We all done, tried to see it like, maybe it's like a little light pink and you really trying to ignore it. But boom, later on it comes and you like, damn, I should have listened.
I know you said biggest, but I have to remix it. Because obviously the biggest is going to be probably...
Because I'm the biggest.
Okay, boss man T-Lo. Biggest is probably Dodo. So, or even my first time.
That's big though, bitch.
Shit got physical. Yeah. But I told those stories so many times. Yeah. I want to tell you one that seems big to me that was recent. I think whenever you find something out, and this was before I ever went through this person's phone. Y'all know, and it was only twice, guys, towards the end. So way before that, when I would figure stuff out and it would just come to me or something would happen or he would do something to be fucked up and I was well within my right to be upset. And I've talked about this, like, if I would leave or if I would be like, fuck you and like not text him, I wouldn't hear anything until like weeks later. Kind of like, I'm going to just stall her out and let her get over it and then try to come back like everything's okay. I think that was a big red flag that happened multiple times where I was justified to be upset. And I'm not saying you got to chase me. I'm not saying you got to kiss my ass. Like, I mean, if you want to. But, nigga, some kind of... I didn't hear shit, hey, you good? Or, hey, I'm sorry about the other night. Like, damn, like, girl, that's a big red flag to me. Like, clearly, he don't care about you. I don't see what else consistently, like, sometimes months
Okay.
And it's like, bitch, you just wondering, does he miss me? Bitch, obviously not. Like, I think that's a big red flag. And I think that's something a lot of guys do that. Where, you know, if you walk out, they know they dead ass wrong, but they like, I'm gonna just give her some time to get over it. And when I come back around, we just gonna pick up where we left off. I don't really want to have to talk about old shit. Like, you talking about that old shit. Like, that's one of those big red flags that I've let slide before. But that's a big one to me.
Okay. I would say this probably sound cliche, but I was talking to a guy like great, going on dates, and then we actually have a real conversation. And I think my red flag that I tried to ignore is he didn't believe in God. And I was like, but you know, I'm like, okay, like, you ain't gonna change my beliefs. Like, I'm still gonna believe in God, you know, but we like trying to take it serious. And I'm like,
this is hot tea. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I didn't know you started talking. This has to be someone that I've known of you talking to, because dates.
Yeah, that's why we had to stop talking. That was a huge one.
So was that the main, I mean, that was a big red flag.
That was like,
was that not the...
It was like the center, you know, like it was definitely in the back of my mind, like in my conscience, like, okay, like, yeah, this not going. And it was a situation that happened where we was like trying to talk about it. And I was like, yeah, like our beliefs are different, you know, like our values are different. Like you are going about this situation one way and I would go about it completely different. And it was just like, we don't align.
So okay. So, you know, there's like me, I'm not as religious as you, but I believe in God and I believe in praying. I believe in I believe in the main concept. Was he like that? Like, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual? Or he really just believed all of it was just bullshit?
Yes. Like, you don't even have to go to church. Yeah. Because like,
and you may not be as religious as me,
but I definitely need you to believe in God. Like, we need to be able to sit down, talk. If I'm going through something, my first thing is I'm going to God. You know, like, I'm praying about it. So if you looking at me side-eyeing like, why the fuck this bitch over here praying, and you second guessing how I'm moving, it's like, this not gonna work out. You know, like,
I'm curious, and I'm not trying to change your mind because that's a great boundary to have. You want to talk, you want to be with someone who believes in God. But I'm curious if he wasn't so argumentative about it in y'all's conversation, or if you got with somebody who didn't believe in any kind of religion, like, but they were respectful of you and weren't treating you weird. Do you think you could look past that?
I don't know.
If everything else was there?
Probably not.
No?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably not.
That's why I was just curious. Okay. You know, there are some people who don't believe in God, but they're just not assholes about it. Like,
yeah. That's like the one thing I need to be like the center of our like foundation in a way, especially when you talk about like, you know, I don't know if I do have kids, like, how we gonna do that?
So did you look at me asking all these questions? So is this something that just came out in conversation one day, or did you kind of know up front and you just was like,
no, we actually talked about it. Like, he asked me, he was like, are you religious? Like, are you spiritual?
Y'all getting to know each other. Okay.
And that's how, like, I'm like, do you believe in God? He was like, no. There was a situation that happened where I just like questioned everything about God, and I'm like, you know, well, let's talk about it. And he was just like not fucking with it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, there's no hope.
Yeah. So, but you went on a couple of dates.
Exactly. Like, I tried it. Like, even after that, I'm like, okay, red flaggy, but let's see. And
that was a good one. That wasn't cliche. You said this is going to be cliche. And I'm thinking you're about to be like, he don't never want to talk on the phone past 5. I'm like, okay, well, we all know that. That was a good one.
That was the biggest red flag I ever ignored.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I got another like grande one. I don't think so. Nothing too crazy.
I think a big red flag was with Boris. So he already had a baby mama and a kid. And then, you know, we was on and off. And then when we was back in our own part, I think like halfway into it before we stopped talking again, he was like, I got my baby mama's pregnant again. And I was like,
that was definitely a huge flag you ignored.
I said, by who?
Is it yours?
Because I thought y'all were just living together, but y'all weren't sleeping in the same.
Even that's a red flag that you ignored.
But you know what? From him, I wasn't. I ain't even gonna say his name, but if someone else said that, and you know how much I like that person, I would have went for that. Me and Bora were never. It was never on no emotional
right, exactly.
Like,
so that's why
he's gonna be my nigga one. He was always the fun guy, like, but I still was just like,
it was definitely still a red flag though.
And then we get into the car, and I see he has a ring on.
Married.
I was just
I'm glad you ignored that one, though, bitch.
Oh, no, I didn't. I haven't talked to him since.
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah.
He's been watching my stories.
You didn't ignore. I'm glad you didn't ignore that one.
Yeah.
I'm actually proud of you.
Thank you.
That's probably the first time you really just been like,
I put my foot.
dead
I
in
just
that
said,
shit.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I'm done. That was my ick. It wasn't even the fact, and that's bad. It wasn't even necessarily the fact he lied about getting married, because niggas go nig. And I just love niggas. But they to be nigging, but I also just love niggas. Like, but it was the fact that the way he tried to lie about it, that shit gave me the ick so bad.
Yeah.
Bitch. That nigga was lying to me like I was a 15-year-old child. Like, nigga.
What he said? We all wearing.
What the fuck? Auntie no shit, nigga. Like,
nah, I'm 40.
That nigga. Okay.
Oh shit. All right. You done?
Yeah, let's get into like shows and shit.
Okay, what you been watching?
Oh, I feel like I went to the movies. What did I go to the movies and just fucking see?
Movies.
Oh, Strangers.
How was it?
It was. I mean, it's good. The movie, it's all the same.
Yeah.
I watched the original one, which I thought was really good. So this second one, I mean, you know, I love a scary movie. I usually don't like a slasher, but I like the Strangers. It's very creepy. It's like, have you ever seen Strangers? It's one of those tropes where like there's certain scary tropes that I like and don't like. I do like the trope. Usually I like supernatural shit. So like a possessed kid, they move into a house and there's this possessed music box and it takes over the baby and the baby start killing. I love shit like that. I usually don't like slashers where it's like real people walking around with a knife, but Strangers, it's so scary because like you got to think it's like this couple that goes to this cabin for like their honeymoon or some shit, or like a getaway. And next thing you know, somebody like knocks on the door. And they open it, and it's like, you can't really see the face, but it's like a kid. And they're like, is Tamara there? Like, no, Tamara's not here. And it's like, whatever. And then an hour later, she does it again. And they're like, Tamara's not here. And then, like, shit starts going weird. And then it turns out, damn, it's 2 people out here, like, messing with us. And then it's 3. And you just, okay.
And it's just 2 people in the house?
Yeah, the couple.
Oh,
and so, like, you know, when you put yourself in that position, like, when their phones aren't working, they keep trying to leave the house to get to the nearest neighbor and the people. That's when they find out, like, they're leaving. They know the little bitch that they was fucking with at first was up there. But now they're trying to leave and a motherfucker comes and hits them with a truck. They're like, wait, it's another motherfucker out here? So just that uncertainty and shit, you know, I like that. Also, I forgot. I was recording for a minute. I just started talking.
Rambling. Yeah. It's okay.
Also, I'm rereading the Coldest Winter Ever series. Girl.
When's she coming out with a movie?
You think she came out with a new book? I have the new book, but it's not good.
The one when she died? Yeah, I got that one too.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't finish it. I think I got to like half. Yeah, she a dog, turning into a dog.
I'm like, wait, what genre is this? Fantasy Sister Soldier? Yeah. I don't know. She tried to get with J.K. Rowling on that shit, and I'm like, bitch, go back to your roots.
Yeah, I started reading that one when it first came out. I think it was like 3 years ago. It was like when COVID first came about, and I started reading it, but I never finished it.
Me neither. Yeah. So I reread the first one, and I'm like, damn, I remember. So well, I love this bitch. We was young as hell.
Classic.
Bitch, how old you was when you read that?
We was like, what?
I was in at least
9, 10.
It was like 8th, 7th grade for me, 7th or 8th grade. I had no business reading that fucking book.
Okay.
That shit's grown as fuck.
I feel like it came out when we was like 11 or 12 though.
I don't know when it came out, but I know when I read it was probably like 8th, 7th, 8th, maybe 9th.
That was Power before we had Power.
Yeah. Everybody wanted to be one of Santiago. And so I didn't read the second book about her sister until I was like an adult. Like it was like straight out of college.
I read the second one too.
Yeah, and so
that one was good too though.
So I'm restarting the second one too. I own the Midnight book.
That's
so
when he got locked up. That's the one when he got.
Or no, the first one he got. Okay, yeah. The second one is from Porsche, the second sister.
Okay.
And when I read it, I remember liking that one even more than the first one. So I'm like, I don't know how that's possible, but I'm about to reread it.
Yeah.
But if y'all ain't read Coldest Winter Ever, y'all,
definitely
I'm
get
telling
on
you,
that.
you can read a chapter a day and you can finish it like in a week and a half.
Yes.
Like, but it's so good.
Good hood classic.
Those are what I'm rereading.
Let's see what I've been watching. I finished Sex in the City. Watched a movie. You know, when I be obsessed with something, I start watching like everything related to it. I'm watching Reba right now. So funny. But Reba, I love Reba. Me too. So funny. I'm gonna go see Bad Boys. I think it come out this week, if I'm not mistaken, or next week.
What do you mean come out?
Bad Boys, the 4th one. It's about to come out in movies.
They're still making Bad Boys?
Yes. Don't be hating.
That's crazy.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not expecting it to be the greatest movie, but it's coming out, so I gotta go support.
I should know that. They were filming outside of my job one time, and people were, wow, okay. I've never seen a Bad Boy. I didn't even remember, bitch.
You seen the first one. I feel like you watched it with me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really think Martin Lawrence is funny. I didn't even watch Martin. You know, I just don't.
But for you to say he not funny is crazy.
He's a little corny.
What have you watched of his? If you don't know,
Roscoe's Cookout.
That's older. You gotta watch old. I mean, he was funny, but you gotta watch old Martin. Like old where he ain't give a fuck, where this nigga was on drugs. He was outside naked and he got arrested. That Martin.
Okay.
Where he was like beefing with Gina. That Martin.
Okay. She's really selling it to me.
That's the Martin you gotta watch.
Outside naked, strung out.
Yes,
Martin.
literally.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else? That's really it. I ain't really been watching too much.
Okay. You got a concert coming up. We
I
talked
do.
about it.
Yeah.
It's this week?
No, it's next week.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. She know y'all. I love me a little underground artist. Y'all probably ain't never heard of her, but Janine. And yeah, she popping. I don't know a song that people would know. Cause she's really, really low key. Like there was that
one song that went
probably "Hold Me."
Yeah,
but
and then there was another one right after that too.
Yeah, but I feel like people ain't gonna really like no.
Hold Me.
That was a good one. They even play that on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, Hold Me. I'm gonna say.
I was like, my bitch made it.
I think Hold Me had a little bit of a moment,
and then when
Never the Right
got
time.
on it.
Yes.
I think it became
put out everybody's eardrums. Yes.
That nigga. But yeah, so I'm excited for that. Little sister date, me and my sister.
Okay, that's cute. Mm-hmm. All right, what you been listening to?
Nothing really.
That's not how we say that. Hold on. What's your MySpace song of the week, Tay?
If I had a MySpace song.
I'm rusty.
You said what?
I said I'm rusty. I said what you been listening to?
I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna give y'all a gospel song, but I ain't gonna do it.
I
ain't gonna do it today.
Some gospel.
I was.
I was like, let me put my titties up.
Let's see what I can do. Have I done this before? 42 Doug, Spin.
Probably, or maybe a different 42 Doug song.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? No. John B. Do You Miss Me? It's a classic. I've been listening to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know like 2 John B songs. The way you said it and looked at me, I thought I was supposed to be like, I don't know that one.
You probably not gonna know it. You uncultured swine. I'm just kidding.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know if I'm missing out on the culture. I do like some of his music though. I think I like Are You Ready? Is that what it's called? Are You Down? Are You Down? I like that one. Okay, so on my MySpace
what would
page
you have
today,
with the little glitter coming down? What would it be?
I would have some money signs coming down, and they would have said, "Fuck that nigga." Fuck that. Okay. I have my option. So I had a song that I was gonna do where I was like, yeah, because it's my feelings towards that situation. But then I said, you know what? Stop dedicating
about
energy.
that nigga.
Right. So I want to go
new
to
song.
my girl Billie Eilish.
Okay. The one you played for us the other day.
We playing the Whites. We talking about the Whites today.
John B considered R&B.
Is it June yet, bitch? Oh, this is dropping in June now. Not as
starting off June, the Juneteenth month.
Okay, I gotta get out of the way. Billie Eilish just dropped her new album. What is it called? Hit Me Hard and Soft or something like that. Y'all, it's hard for me to pick just one. But that girl, man, knows she can sing. Hit Me Hard and Soft. Okay, so yeah, you know what? It's gonna be the one that I played the other night at the function where I like stole the iPad so I can get the odds, and we listening to like 2011's Rich Kids and shit like that. And I put on some Billie Eilish, and it's called Chihiro, and it's like people started moving.
Did you see me? I was like,
right
when you was playing it there.
Bitch, and my shrooms had hit too. I was like, this is I think Tom sat sitting behind me. She said,
this shit riding.
She said, I feel like I'm at a rave. But that shit was real.
That was riding, I ain't gonna lie.
I was like, who got the iPad? I was like, yeah. So Chihiro, it's called Chihiro. And if you've ever seen Spirited Away, I'm not even an anime girl, but I've seen Spirited Away. And
I'm so shocked about that thing about you, that you don't like anime. You seem like you would love anime.
You know, I've watched, like, I was super into Inuyasha, and then I've seen Spirited Away, and then Kiki's Delivery Service, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. But Spirited Away is like this anime movie. It's a classic. And so there's Chihiro was one of the people in the movie. So there's a lot of references to it that was pretty cool for me to catch on to. I was like, oh, wow, I know what that means. So, because she could have talked about any of the 50 million animes out there and I would have never caught on. I was just so happy that it was one that I actually fucking knew. So, yeah, go Billy.
Go Billy. Okay, well, thank y'all again for tuning in to another episode. Y'all already know what to do. Make sure y'all go to YouTube, subscribe, hit that bell button so y'all can see whenever we drop any new episodes.
Shout out to
Twitter.
Taylor's coworker.
Period.
And we'll see y'all next week.
All right. Bye.